להגשים חלום אחד ישן, יש צורך במיליון חולמים שלא עוצמים את עיניהם.
When I first heard about it, I was like, I'm going on this program, Mom. I know I was already in Israel, but I really have to go back. I contacted an intern who went on it the summer before that, and I said, did you love it? I got 6 text messages. I love it, go on it. It's the best program of your life. And I was like, okay. So that's how I heard about Reuth.
My experience in the past with Reuth, when I've gone with my family, it's always been incredibly moving, but it's been a much more detached experience. When I went to Israel this summer and was able to experience that firsthand, being in the hospital as if you're working there along with all of these nurses, it's just such a moving experience to see the way these physical therapists work with such passion and such drive.
When people describe Israel as the melting pot for a whole bunch of cultures, that I had never experienced that because I go to Israel and I'm with my family and I'm with my friends and I'm inside that bubble, but you walk into Reuth and you have every type of patient. You have Russian children, you have Israeli adults, you have Israeli children, you have Nigerian patients, and you have Palestinian patients. We had conversations with people that, I would never, ever expected. We actually asked a patient where they were from, and he said, I'm from East Palestine. And for a second, I just was so taken aback because I'd never encountered someone who actually defined himself as being from Palestine. You make connections with people that you would never have expected to.
I learned that chesed isn't really about what you give, it's more about what you receive from your giving. I can only do so much at Reuth for these people, but they can do so much for me, and it was really special to sort of learn from them and to feel their warmth and their happiness even in their pain.
In the news you hear about who dies and everything, but you never hear about the people who are injured, what happens to them, and it's very important that they get taken care of because that's what Israel's about, caring for the Jewish people and the non-Jews who live there.
When I first got to Reuth, I felt a little uncomfortable because I didn't know my way around. I thought, I don't know how to speak Hebrew. I didn't know the patients, I didn't know the nurses. The first week goes by and suddenly I just became completely full force involved with every single patient, high-fiving in the hallways as we see them, saying good job if they're practicing walking with their physical therapist.
I've been in the hospital before for different surgeries and it wasn't like that. All the doctors and the nurses seemed to really care about the patients and they came to constantly check on them. They were more careful of what the patients needed and wanted, and everyone was so thoughtful and they were all helping us get adapted.
I was shocked to see how big it was. They kept talking about this Reuth family, and when you think of a family, you don't think of this huge amount of people, but then I realized that even though it seems so big, you get to know everybody so personally. They opened their arms to all of us the second we walked in there.
There's no other definition to give it besides family. Every single patient there smiles at you, greets you in the morning, knows you, is excited to see you. You walk into every single therapy and they're happy to see you, they want you to join.
Going after hours after the hospital closes down, all the lights are off in the hallways, and a few of us go to the balcony where everyone's hanging out, all the patients, everyone's playing backgammon, just people talking, people schmoozing,
Sometimes we would go on a trip and visit Israel and do all these activities there. And then when we came back, we had free time, which you could have used to go to sleep, you could have used to go on your computer, but all of us, we were so attached to the patients and we built these close relationships that we wanted to go back to the wards that night. And we would literally all 12 of us would be back on the patio in Machlaka Yadvet, playing sheshbesh, talking to our friends.
When patients were being asked to go home because they were getting better, and the patients would throw parties for their friends who were going home, and staff members would come. And they would come and they would participate with these amazing parties, which were so sad because you were going to miss your friends, but so happy at the same time because they were going home. And the patients at these parties would always say, I've been to many different hospitals, but there is no hospital like Reuth, because Reuth is happy, it's caring, it's warm, it has this very good sense of home. I'm so thankful every day, and I miss the hospital every day so much, and my friends in Machlaka bed, and my staff members are my friends. I miss walking in and saying, Shalom, Boker Tov to everybody I met. I would tell anybody to go visit Reuth. It's a very difficult place to be, but one of the happiest places I've ever been. It's a life-changing experience. It teaches you so much about yourself, and it's really the best place on earth.